Today you're gonna have me presenting Guatemala. That's my email, just in case somebody's interested in going to my country, and I can give you some tips. Well, of course, after the pandemic. But yeah, so let's get started with mine. So can I get the next slide, please? Oh yeah, sorry. Before we go to the next slide, please, if there's something that you hear about and you have questions about, then also please leave them in the comment section so that when we have time for questions, we can go back to them. Okay, so first of all, why am I presenting Guatemala to you? And it's because that's where I'm from, okay? I got here, this is my first semester at the U of A. I'm super excited. I really miss my country also, so this is helping me. Sharing it with you is also helping me go back. But yeah, so basically, I'm from there. That's why I'm here. Can I get the next slide, please? Okay, so a little bit about Guatemala. For those of you who don't know about it, we're basically a very tiny, small country that is under Mexico. That leaves room for confusion. No, we're not part of Mexico. We're just the first country in Central America. And that's the flag, as you can see over there. And the capital is Guatemala City. Very original. The country is divided in what we call 22 departamentos. The direct translation technically is departments, but it's not like that. It's just like small regions, like they're not states, honestly. Arkansas is bigger than my entire country, I can tell you that. So it's not a state, but we are divided in 22 regions. Next. Okay, so the languages and currency. So the official language is Spanish. For those of you that are interested in Spanish, we also have the tertulias. Remember, it's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So if you want that, stick around. So we also have 22 indigenous languages. And that's I just got the map for you so that you can see how different they are. They are spoken in different areas of the country. So that's also interesting. Don't ask me any questions on them because I don't know them. I'm sorry. I'm a very bad Guatemalan in that sense. Then you have the currency. We have colored bills, which I miss so much because they make life so much easier. But we have colored bills and they are called quetzales. So there you go. It's very cheap. So if you want to travel there, you're good to go. One quetzal is, oh, sorry, I did that wrong. I'm just realizing that I got mixed up, sorry. So, but the idea is that $1 is about $7-ish dollars. Sorry. And it's called a quetzal because that's our national bird. So you can see it on the top over there. That's it. It's really pretty. If you can go and see it, nice. Okay, so some fun facts about my country before I forget. That picture is actually one of the most known touristic places. It's called Atitlan. And it's gorgeous. It's really, even for people that are like, for me, that I'm from there, I used to go anytime I could because it's just super, super pretty. But first fun fact. That would be that the name Guatemala comes from a word in Nahuatl, which is like a language that is mostly connected to Mexico. But you have to understand that Mayan people kind of moved. They didn't care about borders. So it's like they went in and out. But it basically means just land of many trees. And I'm going to tell you why. So if you can click, please. Okay. So for example, that is, the first one was El Mirador. El Mirador is located in Petén, which is like the yellow, biggest portion that you can see in front of you. So you can see a lot of trees, right? And then you have places like Santa Rosa, which is, there's a beach there that's very famous. That's in the south. Then you have Sierra de las Minas, which is in Zacapa, which is on the east. And can I get one more, please? And that's where Huetenango, which is Cenotes de Candelaria, it's a gorgeous place because not a lot of tourists get there. And it's because it's so hard to get there. But once you do, totally worth it. But that's to the west. So you can see how we have north, south, east, and west, full of trees. That's why it's called Guatemala. Next, fun fact. We have a Nobel Prize winner. Well, he actually died, but he was Guatemalan. So his name is Miguel Ángel Asturias. He wrote this very famous book called El Señor Presidente. It's a story that talks about our civil war and all of like the challenges related to government and, you know, the revolution and all of that. But he won the Nobel Prize in the 60s, 1967. So that's interesting. And last but not least, there are many others, by the way, but this is as good as we get for today. The food. If you are a foodie like me, you're gonna appreciate knowing about the food. And we have a lot. So most of the food, I don't cook it because it just takes a long time. But it's worth it because you have things like, you have dishes like pepián or hilachas, which is very meaty and like stewy. I don't know how to describe it properly in English, but yeah, so those are like the kind of foods. And then you have like custom desserts, which is like rellenitos. Rellenitos is like this plantain with beans inside. That is not chocolate, that's just beans. It's delicious. And then you have things like mole, which you might recognize from Mexico, but in Mexico, mole is for like chicken. We don't use it for chicken. We use it with chocolate for desserts. So it's really, really good, by the way. So yeah, so there are many other amazing foods, but we don't have enough time for me to tell you about it. But if you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. Also remember your questions in the comments. And now I'm gonna leave you with Talita, who's gonna talk to us about another Latin American country. Thank you guys.